As always, our format is to keep this 30 minutes or less, usually about 15 to 30 minutes. Again, just to share some episodes or some updates, and we're happy you joined us. So I'm going to share my screen here and look to get started. So obviously, as I said during Q1 back in October, great start to the school year, and that start has really continued into Q2 as we sit here on November 10th. Lots of good things happening. I also want to remind our audience, if you do have a question throughout, please dump that question in the Q&A, and I'll do my best to monitor that throughout this webinar and then answer them either as I go along, or we'll take a few minutes at the end to answer those questions that you have. So a couple things to get us started. We've got, throughout the last couple of months, we've shared a lot of strategic planning updates. And certainly, while last spring was all about developing a plan that had some pretty broad and long-ranging goals, this fall has really been about specificity and really bringing that specificity to the plan. So since August, we've had 5 action plan teams made up of about 85 staff members that have worked pretty hard to really add those task lists and the specificity to our broad plan. So that work is in progress. We're still on target to have those associated task lists and action plans uploaded to our strategic plan website by Thanksgiving, which is, as we know, just a few short weeks away. The second task that we've been working on and developing is related to our scorecard that will help us measure the progress towards our strategic plan. And that's also on target to be publicly accessible here within the next 2 weeks or so. Really, that scorecard is going to consist of some goal metrics that will help us measure progress towards the accomplishment of our long-term strategic plan. And metrics like graduation rate, SAT performance in ELA and math, AP and dual credit participation, grade point average, our achievement gap in math and ELA are really critical measures that are going to help us ensure that we're meeting our long-term goals. So for each of those 5 goals that we've identified, those metrics and the associated action plans with each goal will be published on our strategic plan website within the next 7 to 10 days. And as always, there's a QR code on the screen if you're interested in looking at that further. I want to share some celebrations from the last few weeks here at LT. The Illinois State Scholar Program publicly and personally identifies graduating high school seniors who possess superior academic potential, and really students from just about every high school in Illinois compete in this program. We're proud to announce we had 196 students from LT who've been named 2023 Illinois State Scholars. If you're interested in reading more about their accomplishments and the individual students who are being celebrated, again, scan the QR code. This will take you to our website, right to that Illinois State Scholar page. Yesterday, on Wednesday, we had the chance to celebrate 14 senior athletes who have made the decision to continue their athletic career at the college and university level. We have athletes continuing on in swimming and in basketball and volleyball, softball, water polo, baseball, soccer, crew, cross country, and track. And again, those athletes, student athletes, are highlighted on our website. So please take a moment to go to our website and check them out and celebrate their accomplishments. We're super proud of all that they've done here at LT and wish them the best of luck as they move forward in their collegiate career next year. Even though we're still in semester 1 of this school year, we're already looking ahead to next year. And specifically, Dr. Tyrell, our principal, and our building leadership team have been working really hard to plan a kickoff event for the class of 2027, which will be next year's freshman class. May seem like we're starting this process earlier, but it's never too early to welcome our newest Lions to LT. And really, this is the beginning of a long-term process that really has one goal, and that's to acclimate them to our school community, get them excited about being LT students. And that all starts next week at the class of 2027 kickoff. That will be hosted at South Campus, begins at 6:30. And there'll be a welcome session, co-curricular fair, and then South Campus building tours. Again, just to get students on campus, get our current 8th graders on campus and get them excited about being Lions next year. Also in November, we are celebrating Native American Heritage Month. In 1990, President Bush declared the month of November as Native American Heritage Month, which really just aims to provide a platform for Native people in the U.S. to share their cultures, their traditions, their music, their crafts, their dance, and really ways and concepts of life. And we're certainly at LT proud to host some activities this month, which celebrates Native Americans, their continued contributions to our country, and really overall to bring awareness, all of which is a really, really important part of Native American Heritage Month. Tomorrow, of course, is Veterans Day, and we are excited to celebrate all veterans on really what I think is one of the greatest days of the year, but also one of the most impactful days here at LT. There are some school districts that take tomorrow off as a holiday. However, our tradition here at LT has really been to celebrate and to recognize our veterans by hosting two separate assemblies, one at each campus. So these assemblies include a guest speaker from the branch of the military, musical performances, usually a history lesson. Our speech team will be there to provide these history lessons, and we've done them on the history of TAPS, on the history of Veterans Day, on the history of different wars. We've done one on the history of LT's involvement in the military. And so we're always excited to welcome all veterans onto our campuses. I think that's really the point of me highlighting this today, is if you're a veteran, we encourage you to come out and participate in our assemblies. Or if not, if you have a dad, a mom, a grandparent, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, close friend who has served in our military, please encourage them to come to our campuses on Friday. We have a South Campus Assembly that starts at 9:25. We have a North Campus Assembly that starts at 12:55. And then we have a lunch in between in our community room at North Campus, which will be hosted from 11 to 12. And we, of course, will have veterans who can only make it to one of the assemblies. We'll also have veterans who can make it to all three. Either approach is welcome. So again, please encourage those veterans in your life to come out, and we want to recognize them at our two Veterans Day assemblies on our campuses tomorrow. Okay. Moving along, so we have on October 27th, the Illinois State Board of Education made available to the public the Illinois School Report Card for all public schools in the state of Illinois. This includes the new Equity Journey Continuum that's also a part of this year's report card. LT again received a commendable rating on the school report card. And we have traditionally, including this year, always used this time of year as an opportunity to share all of our academic assessment updates as well. Anyone who is interested in reviewing or watching a more comprehensive report on this topic is encouraged to visit our website, or again, scan the QR code on your screen. Once there, you're going to find a complete standardized assessment report. That standardized assessment report includes data from the PSAT 8-9, the PSAT 10, the SAT, also from the Dynamic Learning Map Alternate Assessment, and from the Access Assessment for English learners. You're also going to find a link to the Illinois School Report Card and the Equity Journey Continuum as well. You're also going to find a link to the most recent Board of Education meeting packet that includes this data. It also includes a strategic plan Goal 1 update, which outlines the efforts that are underway to really ensure that our students continue to grow and achieve academically. And then finally, you're going to find a link to the live stream of the Board of Education meeting from Monday, November 7th, just this past week, which really included the report card, the assessment, and also the strategic plan update as well. A few highlights that I want to share from our academic report included almost 80% of our students in the class of 2024 and 2025 met college and career readiness benchmarks in English. Our students experienced a slight increase on the SAT math from the prior year, which indicates that students are beginning to recover from the pandemic. We had more individual students participate on the advanced placement test than ever before at LT. And that included a 78% passing rate of students who participated in advanced placement classes as well. Some areas of concern that our data shows is a decline in SAT English scores from the previous year, and then also a continued achievement gap among our minority student populations. So overall, this data provides us with a really good roadmap as we look to continually improve the education and the support that we provide to all students. And once again, I would encourage anyone to scan the QR code, go to our website, and there's a ton more information, really a much more comprehensive report on the data, but also the link to the meeting from Monday, which includes the discussion at the board level that was had on this topic. Speaking of our Board of Education, they've had a really active fall, a lot of things happening from that perspective. On October 19th, our Board of Education approved our 2023-2024 school year calendar, which is, again, we're just getting the school year started, but we're already thinking about next year. So if you're looking at important dates for next school year, scan that QR code on the screen now, or visit the website, and you can look at the important dates for next year's school calendar. Another quick update on the from the Board of Education. Again, they've been pretty busy the last couple of months. We've had some new courses approved. These new courses that you see on your screen, Adaptive PE Leaders, Advanced Digital Photo Art, Basic Self-Defense, Earth and Space Science, Medical Terminology, Robotics 1 and 2, some really innovative and updated courses that our students will have the ability to take beginning next school year. So these courses will be available in our students' academic program guide when they sign up for courses for next year in this coming January and February. So we appreciate the support that our board provides in approving those new courses. Looking ahead, there's a board election coming up in April, and our Board of Education hosted a prospective board candidate workshop back on October 19th. So if you're interested in learning more about what it means to be elected to the board, again, scan the QR code on your screen. That will take you to the slide deck that we used on October 19th, with just shows kind of the roles and responsibilities of a board member, as well as some upcoming important dates in terms of filing and running for election. And then the other area that our board has really been focused on recently is some future facilities projects. In October, the board approved a project for about $680,000 to repair part of the North Campus roof. So that project is on the rails. And then also a $1.2 million project to upgrade the HVAC and install air conditioning within the South Campus J Wing. For those unfamiliar, the J Wing is most of our science classes over at South Campus. So that's a $1.2 million project to upgrade air conditioning in that area. And then finally, the other facilities project that's been approved is the installation of HVAC upgrades and AC in our North Campus library, and then also in the LTTV studios as well. So obviously a lot happening with the Board of Education and approval of new courses, approval of future facilities projects as well. So that was a quick overview of all that's happening here in Lyons Township High School District 204. I'm going to check our Q&A here. See if we have anyone that has a question. It doesn't look like it right now. So I'll give it another 15-20 seconds here. And as we look ahead, obviously we have some pretty cool events coming up for our community next week and the week after that. With Thanksgiving, we host a Senior Citizens Thanksgiving Luncheon on Thursday, November 17th. So we're super excited about that. And then in December, we also host a holiday luncheon for our senior citizens that live in the community as well. So those are always fun events to be a part of. We're less than 2 weeks from Thanksgiving break. So we know that time will go pretty fast. Obviously, if anyone has questions, don't ever hesitate to reach out to us. That's why we're here. And I don't see any questions. So again, thanks for joining us for another episode of Word with Waterman. It's our monthly lunchtime webinar opportunity. This will be recorded, so we will share this on our website. Thanks for joining. Have a great Thursday and have a great weekend.